Hello, everybody. I am Martika, and I love to sew, and I love to share things that has helped me with my sewing journey to my audience and my community. So, in this video, we are going to be talking about how sewing can help relieve stress. And I am taking this from my blog. Okay, so if you want to refer back to these points that I'm going to be sharing with you, you can definitely go to martikajmakes.com, and it is under 10 relaxing benefits of sewing. And if you have been looking for a way to just kind of relieve some stress, maybe in your personal life, maybe from things around you, maybe just from the environment altogether, sewing is an amazing way to do that. So I want to share with you 10 points on how sewing can help you relieve some stress. So, number one is mindful focus, okay? And what I mean by this is that when you are sewing, it requires you to pay attention to detail. It requires you to pay attention to what you're doing, or you are going to mess up something, okay? So, by your focus turning away from everything else around you and focusing on the project that you are working on, whether you are sewing it out or you're at the beginning stages of cutting it out or picking a size or whatever, or trying to figure out the fabric, it just kind of captures your focus because this is something that you do have to focus on. So yeah, mindful focus is a great start to helping you relieve that stress of whatever it is around you that's causing it. The second one is the rhythmic motion. Okay. What I mean by rhythmic motion, and I am taking this straight from my blog, is that basically working with your hands can have a very calming effect. All right. Whether you are sewing with the machine or you are sewing by hand. All right. It can have a very calming effect because you can find your rhythm with the machine, that really you're already focusing on what you're doing. And once you kind of get in a rhythm, whether it's slow or whether it's fast, you are getting in the zone. Okay. This is what I do. Once I am in the zone, I got my music playing or I got a movie playing, and I am really paying attention to what I'm doing. And whether it's sewing by hand, weaving that needle in and out of the fabric with the thread, or just running it through that sewing machine, it is a rhythm and it is a motion that helps to capture everything that I'm feeling and just focus it on what I'm sewing instead, which is very calming within itself. The third way that you are able to this helps to relieve some stress is your creative expression. Okay. You can be creative. Being it creative, just it brings a happy feeling, okay, especially for those of us who are creatives. All right, even if it's not sewing, you might be doing some other craft or something like that. Just right now I'm talking about sewing. It helps you to pull together your own sense of style, your own sense of creativity for whatever you are working on. You might try to do some color blocking or work with different patterns, putting those together in your project that you're doing. But it helps you to really focus on how you want to create things and be creative with it. It might not even be doing something wearable, it might be in a home decor piece. You might be wanting to mix and match some patterns and fabrics throughout your home, and it helps you to really express those things through what you are making. And it's all you who is doing that, and you get so much joy out of that. Now, do all things work perfectly all the time? No. Not when you are a creative and you're being creative. However, if it doesn't work, you're the one creating it. You can change it up. So, by being able to focus on the way that you want things to look, design some things. I personally like making like a board or something, whether it be digital or physical, when I'm usually putting patterns and things like that together. Making a board is very, very helpful. Number four is sensory engagement. Okay. You hear a lot about sensory when it comes to maybe like kids with certain medical, issues, or like autism and, ADHD and things like that, just the engagement, of the senses, really, really helps to calm you down. Well, even if you don't deal with those issues, you guys, it's human nature for us to really enjoy sensory engagement. Things like feeling different fabrics, working with different through different layers and colors and things like that. It engages your senses, which engages your focus, which engages all of this together, your emotions, and it helps to bring a calming effect as well. Okay. Am I a medical expert? Let me say no. Okay. Not in that area. I'll put it like that. But dealing, doing these different things with these different patterns and colors, and you got your needle and thread, and you are really feeling and really getting into this. Sensory engagement is very important when you are trying to relieve stress. And believe me, going through fabrics and things like that, it immediately gives me a calming effect when I'm trying to just even pick out fabrics altogether. All right. So, the next tip that I want to share with you, number five, is controlled breathing. Okay. When we are stressed, I don't know if you've noticed when you're stressed. Let me speak about myself. When I'm stressed, I find myself very tense. I find myself breathing a bit heavier than I should. Okay. This is not a good thing. All right. And there are two different types of stress. There, you can be happily stressed, excited for something, good that's going to happen. But we're talking about the stress that's not good. All right. How to get your mind away from that. And I know me personally, when I'm stressed, I have kind of gotten into the habit of paying attention to my body. What's going on? How are you breathing? How are you feeling? My shoulders are usually up here and they're tight. So, what can I do to relax them? What can I do to slow my breathing down so that I'm not breathing so heavy? Because it makes me wonder immediately what's going on inside my body that got me breathing like this, other than the fact that I know I'm stressed about something. So, sewing helps you to control your breathing. Okay. When you are sewing, it's hard to sew when you're stressed. Okay. So when you are sewing, like I said, it already helps to relax you. Therefore, your breathing slows as you are in the rhythm itself of sewing. All right. It helps you to really calm down and just deal with what's at hand. If I'm stressed, I usually do like to turn on music. Okay. That helps as well. So I got my music going, I got my sewing machine going, I got my hands going, and I'm usually at this point in a flow. All right. So it helps to bring all of that to where it needs to be, helps me to control the breathing. I even go so far as lighting my diffuser. Okay, with something like a lavender or something that's calming. If I need, kind of uplifting, I'll put something like a citrus fragrance in there or something like that. And I got all of this going in my sewing room. And it helps to bring everything together so peacefully for me personally. And I find that that really helps me with my breathing and really helps me to be less tense. Okay. So when I walk out of this sewing room, it almost feels like I'm a different person. All right. So that's how sewing helps me in that area. The next one is visual pleasure. You guys, this has got to be like, for me, the most fun. Just knowing that I'm getting ready to create something excites me. Okay. Especially when it's something that I want to create. Okay. Not something that I have to create. So being able to choose a fabric or a zipper to match or buttons to match, and, being able to choose the lining if there is one, and being able to choose which view I want to do of it and visualize how this is going to turn out and what options I do have. That right there is, not only is it fun, it's like a peaceful nature too, because it puts you in the zone of where you want to be. I call my sewing room my happy place. Okay. It is my happy place. When I'm at my sewing machine, I don't sew upset. I cannot sew upset. If I do, something is getting messed up. Something might end up in the trash. It's hard to do, you guys. Okay. So, one of the reasons why I personally don't like to sew clothes for other people, okay, because it makes it to where I have to. But when I'm doing it for me, then I can come in here when I feel it or when I need to, and I can just enjoy, and I can pick out fabrics and textures and things like that and change up things. Or I can make a tote bag and just try to be creative. What other types of fabrics can I make this out of? Do I have something around the house I can cut up to really make this unique? So that visual pleasure, it really, really excites you, and it really gets things going, especially when you add things like music and fragrances to it as well. The next thing is sense of accomplishment. Once you have finished your project and you look at it and you see what you created, you guys, there's no better feeling, especially when it's done right. Now, sometimes some things may not come right, but that is not the time to get upset. That's the time to evaluate what might have gone wrong and how you can avoid it later. Even, how can I fix this problem? It may be something that is fixable or something that you can change up to make it better to where you can still utilize what you made. But when it turns out great, that sense of accomplishment, I finished it, I did it, it looks really good, and I'm ready to do some more. It gives you that feeling of, oh gosh, this felt so great. I was so at peace when I was doing this. I forgot about everything else that was happening while I was in this space, and I'm ready to do some more of this. So that sense of accomplishment can go a long way once you have completed your project. And then number 8 is a time for reflection, you guys. As you work through your project, I'm telling you, I don't know about you, but sometimes if I'm like in a zone, where I'm cutting or whether I'm sewing or whatever, my mind, it kind of drifts off a little bit, and I find myself thinking about other enjoyable things, as far as like, gosh, what else did I have in mind that I wanted to create? I think I'm gonna go ahead and try that recipe. Let me see. I think that I have everything that I wanted. And this is why I'm going through the motions of doing things that I know how to do. Sometimes my mind drifts away, and it allows it to have a mental rest away from stressful things. Okay. And, it gets you into those feelings of, there's other things around me that can help me create some peaceful moments. Oh gosh, after I finish this, I think I'm going to go run a bath, or I'm going to go get in the shower. I'm going to play some music. I'm going to light a candle in there or whatever. It kind of helps get you in the zone of self-care. Okay. So sewing can get you in those things that you might not necessarily be thinking about when you are stressing out. Okay. When you do something that is calming to your spirit, to yourself, then you start thinking about other things that can also be calming, and you want to do those things as well. So it helps you to reflect. It helps you to reflect on, happy thoughts, happy memories and things like that. Gosh, I remember sewing with my grandmother. That was such a happy time. Oh, I remember us laughing about this or that, or whatever that happy moment may be for you. So it also allows you to reflect on some beautiful, calming, moments that helps you really appreciate the self-care that you are giving yourself at the moment. And then I have 2 more for you. Number 9 is connection with tradition. Okay. So sewing can engage you with your culture. Okay. If you want to do some things that helps you self-reflect, on who you are, what your culture may be, help you deal with like some fabrics and things from your culture, whether it's lace or ankara or silks or cottons and things like that. It may be something that you have researched and something that's traditionally done in your own culture. That is a lot of fun to research and to find out who you are, and find out what all, how many cultures make up you, and really dig into that and get to kind of exploring some different fabrics and types of sewing and things that were sewn in your culture that you might not have tapped into. That is a great way to get your mind away and to kind of bring it into who you are and what things you can try out that reflects you. And then the last thing is community engagement, getting yourself around a community, whether that be local or online, but really engaging. Start following some other sewists, start watching some other sewists, do some different things, start learning from others, okay? Start getting some encouragement and inspiration from others. So as I hope you are doing with this video, okay? I'm gonna say as you are doing with this video, because if you're watching it, you probably a little stressed, all right? So, getting community engagement. Like I said, if you don't have anybody local, to be honest with you, I don't have any sewing community around me locally. Online is my sewing community, a transparent moment there. Okay. There are not like sewing groups around me. So therefore, I engage with my sewing community online. Okay. Whether it be in different forums and different groups and on different social media platforms or whatever, you can really get in there and create some sewing relationships. Okay. You can collaborate with each other. You can share ideas with each other. For whatever the reason, us sewists like to talk to each other because I think that we're the only ones who understand, the addictive attitude that we have when it comes to sewing. So get yourself around a sewing community of other sewists and let them bounce ideas off of them. Or if you don't want to talk to them, just get ideas from them and what they're doing and let that encourage you to get in your sewing space and relieve some of the stress that you may be feeling. So that's it for this video. Have a great one, you guys. Be sure to like this video. It does help my channel. Be sure to subscribe, and you can, like I said before, go back to the blog if you want to reflect on these things that I have shared with you at martikajmakes.com, and I will see you in the next one. Have a great one, you guys, and happy sewing. Bye-bye.